So we are in my crappy little kitchen, and today I want to talk about rhubarb and how to freeze it. It's just going to be a quick video because this isn't hard to do. So let's get to it. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Kiri, and I'm just a city girl who wishes she was a country girl who is currently living in the burbs. And on this channel, we talk about all things micro homesteading, from growing indoors hydroponically to growing outdoors in the garden, as well as other ways to become more self-sufficient and reduce your reliance on the grocery store. So if that's your thing, or if maybe you'd like that to be your thing, then go ahead and hit subscribe and the notification bell so you will know when I post videos in the future. So, rhubarb. So, I have to be honest, I don't like rhubarb, but I grow it because the hubby likes it. So I just harvested the rhubarb last Sunday. It was in my garden tour video. I'll put the link up above if you want to check that out. It's super easy to do. It's super easy to grow, and it's a great way to add some permaculture into your yard. Now, it can take over. I have mine down the side of the house, so it's kind of out of the way. I haven't had an issue yet. So my sister was telling me a story how her father-in-law had someone was trying to get rid of it and ran it over with a tractor, and the stuff still came back. So if you're gonna get rhubarb, you kind of have to commit to rhubarb. I mean, it's not on the level of mint or lemon balm, which is also taking over the front garden, but that's a whole other story. So you gotta commit to it. So put it somewhere out of the way where it's not going to take over. Like, I wouldn't be putting it in my raised bed or anything. I made a separate bed just for the rhubarb. It's time to start harvesting, because harvesting for rhubarb is between April to June. July is kind of pushing it, but that's also going to depend on where you are. I am in zone 5B, so I pretty much harvest between now and April, end of April, like May-ish is kind of when I do my harvest, which is why I want to talk to you about how to freeze it. One thing to remember when you're harvesting your rhubarb is you don't want to harvest all the stalks. You want to at least leave 2 to 3 stalks on the plant, because you want to leave some stalks and leaves on there so the plant can recuperate from the harvest that you've taken and regrow and be strong for next year. Unless you're trying to kill it, and then I guess you could harvest all of it, but good luck with that. You also want to harvest them when they are about 10 inches long. So that's what I did. Also, if your rhubarb is getting a bit limp, you can put it in the sink with some cold water for about an hour, and it should perk up again. I harvested mine, like I said, on Sunday, and it is now Friday, so I meant to do something with it all week and I didn't, but life gets in the way sometimes. So here we are on Friday, and we are going to prep and freeze this rhubarb. So what we're gonna need: a cookie sheet. Do they always look like this? Like, I don't know if anyone has perfect looking cookie sheets, but it doesn't matter what I seem to do, they always end up looking like this. So if you have a way to keep your cookie sheets pristine, then let me know down in the comments, because I need to know that. So, cookie sheet. And I would normally use parchment paper, but apparently I used it all up. We'll use aluminum foil. All you're gonna do is, that was probably really loud, sorry. All you're gonna do is take your aluminum foil, or preferably parchment paper, and put it on your cookie sheet. Like so. Loud noises. All right, so once that's done, you are going to take your rhubarb, and we're gonna wanna cut it into about 1-inch chunks. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut up all this rhubarb, and then we'll start laying it out on the cookie sheet. So that is all the chopping done. I have a tray full of rhubarb now. I should mention, one of the reasons that I freeze the rhubarb, ideally what I would want to be doing right now is just taking the fresh rhubarb and making my rhubarb strawberry jam. But the problem is, it's May, well, the start of May, and it's been a little chillier than usual, and I don't have strawberries yet. And because I really want to try and make things from stuff I've grown myself, I need to wait for the strawberries and hope they grow, and that all the squirrels and all the other whatnot do not go and steal them on me, so that I can actually go ahead and make this strawberry rhubarb jam. Strawberry rhubarb jam. In order to preserve the rhubarb, I want to freeze it so that when the strawberries come in, I can just thaw it out, throw it in the pot, and make my jam, and I'm good to go. The next step, trying to find space in the freezer. I kind of cleaned it up beforehand so it didn't look completely a disaster when I go to put this in, but we'll see if we can find some space. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the freezer and then leave it for about 1 to 2 hours. And then I'm going to vac seal it. Not horrible. I think we're going to try and carefully balance it somewhere up there and hope for the best. Rhubarb. Oh, there we go. That's fine. Okay, so now that that's in the freezer, I'm going to leave it in there for about 2 hours, and then I will come back and then we will get it all vac sealed. But in the meantime, I just have to show you guys my baby little mushrooms that I'm growing. It's my first time. I'm going to be doing a post on growing mushrooms very soon, so stay tuned. Because it's just one more thing that you can grow at home that you don't need to buy. These ones are pearl oyster mushrooms, but I'm going to try a whole bunch of other different ones. I want to do lion's mane for one, and then we'll see what else we can do. It's exciting. Okay, so I will see you guys in 2 hours, which will seem like a mere instant to you. I already went ahead and made a vac seal bag, so I'm just going to fill this up. So decent bag of rhubarb there. And if you don't have the vac sealer, that's no problem. The benefit of freezing it on the cookie sheet is they're all kind of frozen individually. So then you can just pop them into a freezer bag, or in my case, into one of the vac seal bags, pop it into the freezer, and then they're not all gonna clump together. Okay, so a lovely vac sealed bag of rhubarb. It's now all ready for when the strawberries finally come in and I can actually make some strawberry rhubarb jam. So hope you guys found that helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up because YouTube loves that and then it helps me reach more people. And until next time, don't forget to go out there and enjoy the little things and make food grow. Bye guys.